Happy November. I hope you are doing well. Okay. All right, guys. I feel good, but I feel this story may split in a few different ways. So take the parts that belong to you and the parts that don't. I can't even imagine they would relate to a bunch of you. Okay, now keep in mind, I did the Celtic throw here. So we've got just, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You've got 7 out of like 12 cards, 10 cards. You've got trumps galore in here. So that's why I'm saying this is going to be, let's just get through the cards so you have a visual, okay? You come in with the 7 of coins and the Tower card. Okay. Now, our overall energy is the 8 of coins. Okay. In the past, we've got the Empress. Your foundation is the Magician. Okay. You're crowned with the Lover's card. In the near future, you've got the Devil card. Now, how you see things is the 8 of Swords. In your environment, you've got the Judgment card. This is in your day-to-day, okay? Your hopes and fears, your emotions, you've got the Death card. And your outbound, you've got the 6 of Cups. Okay? Now, what I feel here too, and this is very, I just did Scorpio. Anyhow, make sure this month, guys, you really check your Sun, Moon, and Rising. I know it's your discretion, it really is, but I just want to say, there's a lot of uncertainty right now, a lot of shifts, a lot of just a lot of uncertainties here. This reading, I think it's a mixed bag of tricks. I want to say to you, if you are someone, your message is coming in. Let me just get through that. Well, first of all, the irony here is I really just, for some reason, I think that you may not have all the pieces to the puzzle. If you're getting any gut feels, if you're getting any intuition, if your intuition is screaming to you, you know, but I really like this person. Oh, it's probably in my mind. It can't be, right? It's probably just me. It's when our intuition hits and our mind gets in there, our brain gets in there, and it beats the crap out of it. So we let it go, right? Meanwhile, it's something that can very easily save us from something that could be very, very destructive. I'm going to say in here, if your intuition is screaming something's not right, if someone's telling you something, say you're asking someone a question and they're telling you something, but your gut is telling you something is you know, just not feeling right here. Trust that, because I feel very strongly that you can avoid disaster here. And I think one may actually be in the midst of being prepared. If you're doing online dating, if you're doing something with someone from a distance, if you're being promised a job in another country but you've never met this, use your common sense. We don't have, ironically, we don't have the High Priestess in here, But I'm telling you, use your common sense. Use the God-given sense that you've got here, because you could be walking into something that could really be uh, not pleasant. All right. So let's just say this. We come in with, like I said, the Tower and the Seven of coins. This can very easily be a fall from grace. If someone is in your sphere that's not on the up and up, you're usually very, very, you usually know the people in your surroundings. Okay, you don't normally just let people in like that far in unless you really know who they are. Err on that. Do that this month more than you normally would. Okay, I'm not putting the fear in you here, but I think that I think too there's some egos in here that need to be let go. I think there's some rigid ways of being. It's odd that it follows that kind of dynamic, but like I said, I think this reading is it's for many different people, right? If you've got someone in your surroundings that is got the wall up, right, or they just don't seem to let you in, or maybe you're doing that. Either way, we put walls up for certain reasons, right? I think that some, though, are long in place and need to come down just a little bit, and others are in place. Maybe it's someone mirroring something back to you, right? Just really putting it out there that maybe you need to be a little less rigid. I think you have your life so scoped out in a way that you may have the reins a little bit too tight for some of you. For the others, don't let someone sell you some swampland somewhere, basically, okay? I think what you're wanting to do here, I think there's a large amount of money comes in here too. And I think that I'm getting also there's large amounts of money in reference to wills, legal. You're going to get some kind of documentation on that. Others of you may be marrying into money. You may have money in your family. Money may be tied up somewhere. Somehow a large amount of money comes in here. And it's in more than one facet. I don't think it's all in one story, okay? But it's a large amount of money here. I think too, if someone is going to travel, going to go away on holiday, I think you go, but I want to err on the side of I see sickness around that. Meaning, if you're going to somewhere in another country, or you're eating at someone's house, or just be conscious of what you're eating and what you're drinking, and just be conscious of that, okay? For some of you, you're traveling, and I don't see that being an issue. I mean, the odds of everyone getting sick are slim to none, but there is a very strong message through here to be cautious of that, and you don't end up with some kind of sickness, right? I see completions. I see endings. I see people pretending to be people they're not, right? I see prosperous business ventures in here. I see travel. With the Lover's card crowning your reading, you're coming into November with that card already making decisions. That's a choice card, long-term choices. So it's not going to be something insignificant. You may be marrying someone. Maybe that's how you come into a large sum of money. You may be marrying into someone who's financially well off. That could be the case too, right? With the Seven of Coins, though, and that Tower card coming in, you've got to let something go. You may be getting married and moving to a different country, and you may have family kickback. That could possibly be the case too. You're being told yes. Whatever this Seven of Coins is and that Tower card, yes, you've got to do this for you, okay? I think there's also something in reference to politics in here. Again, I never get that, and I've been getting that a lot lately. So if you're in politics, if you're looking to do something that helps the masses, you're going to be successful at that. someone in your surroundings or you may be, I'm just airing. Don't be overconfident in something, in some kind of undertaking here. I think you're trying to set yourself free from something. I think you're going to do well. You're being told to do it. Now is the time to do it. Okay. I think this reading is great. I think we've got a lot of scary Arcana cards. I get that. Okay. I think that there's a lot going on here, right? There's a lot going on. We've got the Tower. I'm just going to show you. These are all of our majors because I need you to have a visual on this, but I don't want you to walk away from this scared. With the Magician in your, you know how to do this. You know you're a strong person. So you're not using this in a negative way. You can do this. If you're going to talk yourself out of this, don't do it. If you're the person though that I'm saying this for, that's saying someone is saying something, but this is just, if something appears to be too good, it is in this reading. I'm usually the go person, right? But I'm telling you, in this reading, you have to use your common sense here, or it could really cost you. And I'm not just talking financially, okay? So these are just our major Arcana cards. Oh, geez Louise, I can't. They're the heavy hitters too. There's a reason that the Arcana cards, the surprise cards, right? The secrets cards are in alignment, how they fall. Okay, the first half are where we get rid of the kind of the indiscretions part, right? The middle part is like the essence of it, but the end part, which is where all of these are coming from, except that Lover's card. But the Lover's card is the choice that you make. It's like the adult choice that you make, so to speak, right? And everything after that is what you do in your adult life. You plus whoever you're engaging with, you plus your partner, you plus your creative ideas, you plus your jobs, you plus whatever else you're doing in your life, right? Beginnings and endings as an adult, outside of, you've now driven off your street as a child, right? Not a child, but you know what I mean. You're now standing in your own, okay. These are all of your major cards. That's a lot. That's a lot of cards. Okay? And you've got the Magician anchoring this. You can do whatever it is that you're looking to do here. I think, though, don't push yourself because I think jobs are ending. I think new ones are beginning. I think partnerships are beginning. There is something about sickness in here. Take care of your health. Don't eat things in foreign countries that you're not sure of without knowing exactly what it is. Sometimes things very much disagree. I can tell you that wholeheartedly. I've learned most of that the hard way. Not everything is delicious, guys. Okay. Oh, I forgot the devil. I'm sorry. We've got him in here too. We've just got so many. Okay. You want peace in your life. You're going to get it. You like tranquility in your life. You're going to get it. I think you've got people pulling at you. I think you're fighting with yourself on the inside. I think you've got massive change. There is no way that this is all happening in November. It's not. We come into the month, though, with the Tower card, which means we're letting go of things we don't need anymore. Those are mindsets. Those are ways of living. Those are, aha, this is what held me back all this time, right? It's realization of things. Again, if things don't appear right, if someone's promising you a rose garden, like I say, see the rose garden, like you want to see it. You're not going to take off to a foreign country with someone that you just met online. Don't do that because there's an air of danger through here. That the good news is though that the message that I'm hearing for you is you scarcely avoid this. Like you must just catch on at the very tail end. Okay, there can be delays around travel, but there is travel, so be okay with that. All right, anything you come up against, if you're going on a legit trip, right? you're going home for the holidays or somewhere else, that's fine. Just watch what you eat. Be prepared for delays. Um, it's about letting go of egos. Uh, you've got all green lights here. You do. You've got massive money coming in here from many different outlets. Some of you are going to get inheritances. Yes, some of you are going to get that through a message. Like they may be doing someone's will that had passed away, and for that I am sorry. But for others of you, you may marry into money. You may be dating someone with money. Um, you may get a promotion. You may get a raise. You may win the lotto. When I'm talking money, they're not talking like like little amounts of money. We're talking big amounts of money here. Okay, so use your common sense. Make that your takeaway. I see great things here. Do not let those cards scare you. You're making massive changes in your life. Massive changes. You may be doing a lot of things at one time. You may be moving. You may be getting married. You may be getting a new job. You may be starting a new business. The good thing in here though is that money's coming. So you will have that. If that money is somehow tied up to you giving that to someone, if there's money coming in here, I don't get any money going out. I don't get that. I get money coming in. Everything's above board, but I've got to be honest with you. We've got way too many cards in here. Don't sell your soul for some money in here. Don't do something like that. Okay, I'm just putting it out here because I'm covering everything in here. All right. For the majority of you, I think it's great, but I think that we're in Scorpio season here. I don't find that to be an issue, right? But with that and why the cycles go like they do, it's things that are under the surface come to light now, right? These just use the noggin that you've got. Use the common sense that's in there. Don't let the brain say, oh, but he's really cute. It couldn't harm me. It could more than harm you. So be very aware of that. Know the people that are in your surroundings. But I think it's a great read. I'm forcing that out there because I'm getting it really strong. And I wouldn't get it that strong if someone wasn't tempted or tempted. Just, I think it's a great read. I think it's going to be a great month. You've got a lot going on here. The only area in here that this would be a negative is if you don't know the people that you're going to do something with. That's the only area that would be gray in here, and not a nice gray. You want to not be in the gray area for that. For all of you else, I think it's wonderful. You've got great new projects. You're letting a lot of stuff go, and I know that's hard for Libra. I get it, but it's great because you're teaming up with good people. You're aligning with good people. You're getting in relationships with good people. Your good relationships are expanding, right? There's no negative in here as much as we've had all that. That's just transformation, guys, and that's what it looks like in paper. That's it. That's really it, okay? But you've got green lights. You've got the oomphs to do what you need. You're going to get the finances from somewhere in here. Don't overwork yourself in something. There is sickness in here in more than one area. It's not just like food poisoning or something like that. It's you're probably just, you may be exhausted, right? At the end of the year, I know corporate jobs, they work people to the grind. Be cognizant of your health in here, okay? One minute. All right. If there's and you know I don't camp out with the X's. I think the X's are X's for a reason, okay? If by chance something crosses your path like that, I'm going to advise you against that. It's not going to work out well for you, okay? And you may get more than you bargained for from that. Okay. I think it's a great read, guys. I really do. I think you're wanting more. I think you're getting more. This is really huge for Libra because this much change, I don't think I've ever seen this much change in a Libra reading ever. I think it's great. Okay. Um, if you've got, if you are, watch your tongue is all I'm going to say. Watch how you talk to people. Make sure you're not being critical. Make sure you're not being, let people in. Let people that deserve to be in, I should say. Okay. But choose your new acquaintances wisely. Put them through the boot camp, or don't let them in, really. And I say that because this is like, you're very nice people, you're very kind people, sometimes blunt, but as an Aries, I really can't complain on that. I think it's great. Okay, if you need a private reading, please reach out to me. I will be more than happy to look at anything for you. Okay. If you are in a relationship that you're wondering, are we better together or are we better apart? You're better together. Okay. I very rarely ever get to say that either, but that's in here. Okay. So there you go. Thank you so much. Happy November.